Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sunrise Parabellum Tournament. Today we've got the vanilla matches between Mad and Mortis Fan Club. Representing Mad, we have got D-Star playing as the Orcs, and playing as Dark Eldar representing Mortis Fan Club, we have got the Blast Furnace. Furnace will be opening of double Mandrakes, a Dark Foundry and double Plasma Generators, whereas D-Star is going to go for a couple of Slugger Boys, Grot Squad, a Boys Hut, and a Generator. So we'll probably use a overlay to explain this next bit, but essentially we've had a bunch of games, and a bunch of points have been won. So far, Mad has won 3 vanilla games and 1 unification game, for a total 4 points. Clown has won, Clown Magic has won 2 vanilla games and 3 unification games, for a total 5. And Mortis Fan Club have only won 3 vanilla games. So for Mad to secure their first place, they need to win at least a minimum of 2 games in the next 6 games that you'll be watching. 3 obviously on this channel, and then 3 unification games on the Laughing Max's channel. Or for Mortis Fan Club to win a place in the finals, they will need to win at least 3, if my maths is correct. So it's all potentially going to go down. We shall see how it goes. At the moment, we've just got the traditional Homunculus Laboratory opening for... Well, not Homunculus Laboratory. Dark Foundry opening for the Dark Eldar. So that was a really hard thing to explain. I had like a little piece of paper having to read while making sure that the camera was moving at the same time. Got Shooter Boys coming out for D-Star. Dark Eldar, quite a nice, well, not necessarily a counter, but they don't struggle too hard against the Orcs in the early game. After all their jet bikes and whatnot can outmaneuver the Orcs, especially on a very open map like this. There's some Mandrakes going to be engaging in a bit of argy-bargy with these Slugger Boys. Slugger Boys won't want to deal with these at the moment, just doing a bit of scouting, seeing what they can cap and decap. Got some Shooter Boys coming over for some firing support. Mandrakes will finish this cap, but there will be decaps by the Slugger Boys. Although Slugger Boys will be taking a lot of damage, this is double Mandrake squads going up against them. They do a mean bit of damage in close quarters. Only going to go for that decap, not going to stay to try and cap it themselves. They're going to be making a bit of distance, but now will be chased around by these Reaver jet bikes. Shooter Boys going to be tied up by the Mandrakes, and a big mech will be coming down, seeing what they can bash. Hopefully going to be able to scare away this jet bike here. Not going to bother trying to chase him down in close combat, just go for the ranged. And very fragile are these bikes. One pistol from the big mech can scare these guys away. We'll need at least a good 3 or 4 of these before they become a bit of a intimidating threat. Could be an intimate threat. I mean, they are the Dark Eldar, known for their closeness in pain. Tower of Loathing going on this strategic point here, preventing anyone from decapping it. Oh, a Homunculus coming out, quite lethal in the pistol department. We'll see that Tower of Loathing be cancelled, but will allow the Orcs to go for that decap. Might even potentially get a squad wipe here. There we go. In fact, getting that squad wipe. Big Mech teleporting away. Where have you gone, Big Mech? You've gone over here into the centre. Shooter Boys constantly being chased around by these Mandrakes here. And the Reaver jet bike squadron increasing in size. 2 there. 1 has been repaired or died at some point. Not sure which one, but both look quite healthy at the moment. Big Mech's still quite healthy there. Gonna go for their first war banner of the day. But only 1 squad of Shooter Boys over here. Second war banner over there. Slugger Boys here capturing the critical locations. Homunculus just chilling out around with these Reaver jetbikes, looking to get that economic damage in. Already got a listing post up here, upgraded into tier 2. Orcs are quite hard to harass with the Reaver jetbikes, considering that all their buildings have little guns on top of them. So we'll probably be focusing on trying to hem the Orcs in, preventing them from expanding too far. Another war banner going to go down. Looks like a potential quick tier into tier 2. If they can get those... What are they called? The Lure Boys! Oh, I completely forgot what they're called! The Rocket Lads! I use them all the time, I'm an Orc main, I should know this. The stealthy rocket dudes, if they get those online, these River Jetbikes will be moot. We're looking to get those targeting modules in the tier 2s. There we go, tier 2 already on the way, so once that pops for them, their damage against infantry will be absolutely insane. But yeah, this relic is not going to go anywhere. Double war banners will certainly protect it. Double war banners over here as well will be quite a hard avenue for the jetbikes to go for. Shooter Boys going for their maximum number. Might potentially go for some big shooters when those piles of guns get coming on. They've got the population for it. Big Mech being fired at by lots of gubbins. And the addition of that homunculus will certainly do a lot of damage to him, already down to half health. Big Mech now going to join the Shooter Boy squad in the hopes he can protect himself. But won't be able to stand up to this fire at the moment, not until they get those piles of guns on. Custom gadgets research going. Oh, they're going to go straight for a mech shop. Torture ramp being placed down there as well, just to slow down anyone who gets anywhere near them. But okay, so some war tracks. Not a bad shot against the Reaver jetbikes. Jetbikes won't be able to do much of their vehicle armour. And obviously the war tracks have got missiles on them. That's quite sweet. And obviously the custom gadgets will be able to do an AoE stun on these vehicles. And jetbikes, I mean, if you remember, if I could do a highlight from way back when we saw a bunch of Reaver jetbikes being almost wiped out in their entirety, a good 7 of them by one singular D-cannon from an Eldar player. Still the most jetbikes I've seen killed in one fell swoop. One war track coming out. The Eldar not really able to push in at the moment, unless of course they go around the side and attack this lonely listing post over here. Going to see some Scourges coming in, going to go straight for their Dark Lances. Ideal counter against the war tracks. Big Mech going to teleport around the side, looking to see if he can get a custom gadgets off, but missing entirely there. Very unfortunate. Scourge is going to jump straight back, managing to bait out that zappy bit by the Big Mech there. Now got a little bit of breathing room for the jetbikes to manoeuvre around. Good economies are 98 and 40 compared to 86 and 20. Stormboy's going to come in, ideal counter against the Scourges, able to keep them on the toes. The Mandrakes come in, seeing if they can whittle away at these Shooter Boys. The second squad of Scourges on the way. Also going to go for some more Dark Lances. Wartrack's going to have a really difficult time in staying alive. Grots are going to come in to repair them there. A third Wartrack joining the battle going on. Over here we do have some Mandrakes chasing around these Slugger Boys. The Reaver jetbikes unsure of what to do really. Can't go in here, there's too many war trucks going on. So need these Scourges to take them on. Stormboys though, giving them a run for their money. Unable to get those Dark Lances on. One poor Scourge Boy over there being taken down. Homunculus joining the Mandrakes here. And the Shooter Boys still not got their pile of guns yet. Focusing all their money on getting those war trucks out. Big teleport and a jump from these players here. Shooter Boys' sons are engaging close combat. Very brave of them. Now the Reaver jetbikes looks like they're going to be coming over here. Raider with some Scourges on them. The Orcs do seem to be taking quite the pounding. Scourges with their manoeuvrability able to keep their distance away from the Storm Boys. But the war truck's causing some real pain. Raider goes down. The Storm Boys jumping over once again to keep these guys busy. Bomb chuckers on these lads as well will be able to help them deal a lot of damage to the infantry. Another Raider coming out, but not standing up all that well to the fire of the war tracks. Shooter Boy squad being chased around by these Mandrakes. Still alive there. Grots here doing some critical repairs, but now been reduced down to one model in that squad. Will fall back there. The Raiders over here, I imagine they've been doing some stuff, but does not seem like they made that much of an impact in any kind of harassment they've been doing. Now going to come in and see if they can defend this Tower of Loathing, but one volley from those war tracks do take it down. Only got the Scourges left. I need some sort of counter. Oh, they've also got the Mandrakes down here with the Homunculus. Their morale has been broken. Stormboy still keeping these guys busy. Grots back over, keeping these war tracks ship-shape in Bristol fashion. But yeah, very competent assault and defense, to be honest, from both players here. Both very seasoned professionals when it comes to vanilla Dawn of War. Scourges using the terrain to their advantage, but Stormboys can do the exact same and chase after them. Got some corrosive acid going on this war truck over here, allowing the Mandrakes to take one down, but won't be enough. We've still got two more, but no Grots to repair them really, so got to be quite careful with it. Mandrakes now been able to push away these Shooter Boys, now going to go for their big shooters as well. Storm Boys are still absolutely massacring anyone that they come in contact with. Big Mech alone in the world now. But these Storm Boys have got their big, faster, jumpy jet things. Able to keep up with these guys. Blast Furnace brings out that GG. What an intense 5 minutes going on there. From this engagement over here, when the Big Mech missed his custom gadgets zappy bit, I thought that was going to be a clear sign for the Dark Eldar to be able to wiggle their way in and do some damage. But no, those triple war trucks really did save them from all sorts of shenanigans. Cool, okay, so that is 1 game to Mad. They need to win 1 more to secure their place in the finals, so we shall see you in the next game. Okay then, so game 2 between Mortis Fan Club and Mad. Last being the loser of the previous round has chosen Outer Reaches as his map. D-Star has gone for, well, it's going to stay with Orcs, since he did so well from the previous game. Blast is going to switch up to Imperial Guard. Just have to say, I do quite like this map and faction combination. I do believe that this map does serve the Imperial Guard quite well, especially because a lot of the fighting happens in this general central area, but also quite a lot during here as well, and it's quite hard to reinforce your lads and keep this place on lockdown. The Imperial Guard, if they pop down infantry command down here as well as one down here, they're able to maneuver and shift their infantry units forwards and backwards quite quickly, so we'll be able to keep the pressure up on all sides of the map. Also able to pop down turrets and infantry commands around the centre point here, which is this is the big contested point that we see a lot of argy-bargy going on about. You're going to see standard openings from both players, double Slugger Boys and Shooter Boys for Mad. Going to go for a early War Banner as well. You see the usual command squad and a couple of guardsmen for Blast as well. Moving straight over here, trying to focus on capturing all these gubbins around on this side. Going to secure his fairest and farthest, is that what we call it? Yeah, fairest and farthest rather than the nearest and dearest. Tell I haven't said that stuff for a while. Heavy bottle turret being placed down here. Going to look over this point, the critical location, and the strategic point as well. It's a nice economic place to put it. Command squad going to move over into the centre to contest this strategic point in the centre. Shooter Boys will see them. Start firing at them. Going to go for that priest straight away. Increases the general movement speed as well as the damage for the command squad. From what I can understand, Slugger Boys going to see this type of priest engine here, but he'll probably be able to handle their damage for now. Got quite impressive commander armour for a builder unit. Sluggers won't even bother. They'll say, you know what, this is yours, no point even trying. And go for somewhere else. Big Mech pop, gonna teleport straight over. Pale Guards engaging in ranged combat. And yeah, managing to push back the Guardsmen for now. So do you do a little bit more damage? 33 and 39 compared to... Yeah, you do more range damage. If the tooltip is to be believed. Listing post over here. Looking like it'll be suffering a little bit. Tech Priest engines here. Been shot up, but we'll jump straight into that listing post. Wonderful bit of micro there. A little bit of attention to detail. Adding further to the... Oh dear, but there we go. Trading Tech Priest engines here for a Guardsman squad. The combined arms of the Shooter Boys and the Big Mech will take down this listing post very quickly. Command squad are going to come over, see what you can do. Slugger Boys going to do the same. And listing post been popped up all the way over here. And, oh, you have been finished, but that graphical glitch for buildings going on there. Command squad going to get involved. Going to also go for a Commissar as well, so no Psyker. Not much in the way of infiltrated units for them to catch on at the moment, so they don't really need one. Could do with the zapping ability, but then again, a priest, Commissar, and a commander can take on a Big Mech in close combat, I do believe. So don't really need to worry about that too much. Guardsmen have been chased around by the sluggers over here. They've been in constant aggression using those guys. Shooter Boys not being left to their own device, but a second squad of Shooter Boys will come out. So D-Star really going to go for that early aggressive tier 1 play going on. Need to take down this listing post ASAP. If that was repaired and upgraded, that'll make the Orcs assault a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Bale Guard being annihilated there. And listing post does go down over here. So while the Imperial Guard have got this place down on lockdown over yonder, the middle ground is firmly taken by a significant amount of Shooter Boys. Command squad looking to replace their priest. Do we have any grenade launchers on the go at the moment? No, not at the moment. 80 and 0 compared to 50 and 10 So no green money coming in for the Orcs at the moment. They are focusing true and blue on that economy. Looking to cap that strategic point over there. If a listening post goes down on there as well, we'll certainly close off the Imperial Guard to this central location here. Might have to do some counter-attacking over here. Going to see a plasma generator for D-Star over in that general direction. Listening post been packed to the brim of boys. Imagine they will be coming down, say hello, over onto this side. Command squad going to chill out in the heavy cover as the Tech Priest Engines here looks to build up something over here. Shooter boys over here, though, will try and prevent that. A good amount of guardsmen in the heavy cover. Should be able to at least give them cause for concern. We'll cancel that listening post and begin to decap that stuff while the big mech and these boys come over in a flanking manoeuvre, engaging glorious hand-to-hand combat as these lads breaking the morale. And what an aggressive opening from the Orcs here. If the Imperial Guard are able to defend this, they should be in a really good position to get into that tier 2. So they've already got the green money for it. They just need to hold on with whatever they can. Commas are coming out to reinforce the ranks. But no, this big mech is not letting these guys retreat at all. Also got some more Slugger boys coming over this way. One squad wipe going on right there. And these guardsmen not feeling all that fresh and fancy. Command squad still in the mix there. Commander looking a little bit worse for wear there. But taking on a model or two while his lads do the honourable thing and retreat without him. Going to reinforce and get a brand new commander. There's always a new one available should they need stop. Oh dear, this is just tier 1 madness. What is this? Yeah, they've only got 35 population at the moment, but they're just... The moment you think that the Imperial Guard have the chance to stabilise, they're just bringing more lads in. Like I say, a bit of a commitment. Orcs have now also captured this relic over here as well. Going to see a infantry command being placed down here. Might have been really useful to see this infantry command down here being placed in this general area. That would have really helped them defend this strategic point round here. But such is the way of hindsight. Vision is usually 20/20. Imperial Guard massing in number, but soon cut down as well. Tech Priest Agency are looking to build this up, but it's been focus fired. Has been taken down, sadly. And that infantry command seriously needs to get built up ASAP if they've got even a hope of defending against this sheer amount of infantry. Will open fire on the Slugger boys and the Storm boys. We'll probably want to focus on those Storm boys. Imagine to bring them down to just 2 models. Infantry command looks like it's been cancelled there. The guardsmen struggling quite a lot at the moment. Have you managed to retain this? Yeah, you've retained all this. 122 and 10 compared to 62 and 10. Yeah, this is basically double the economy of the Imperial Guard at the moment. They have secured their northernmost points, but this centre just completely and totally been dominated by the Orcs. Of these shooter boys now able to get their big shooters, absolutely will be able to melt these guardsmen. No trouble whatsoever. Tech Priest Agency are being rebuilt down here. Looking like they're going to take down this listing post, but once they take this down, they've then got to deal with all the green lads over here. Using the heavy cover to stay alive. Going to deny a lot of that damage coming in, but we'll have to fall back once those shooter boys move forward.
6 minutes until control area.
And a control area victory, yeah, that's certainly rubbing salt into the wound right there. This post over here has been upgraded, so we'll help them in defending. And everyone just jumping into their infantry commands at the moment. I'm seeing some boys being teleported. They're going to be teleported around over here. So hopefully going to try and spread their influence about. Maybe there we go. They're now going to go on the offensive. Try and see if they can maybe distract D-Star from attacking the main base. They've got to start making some aggressive moves here if they want to claw their way back in. Turret over here, doing a good job at slaying some lads. Also got some models inside this listing post firing away on the inside. Lads over here going to make quick work of this pile of guns. Shooter boys, not shooter boys, Storm boys are going to be coming round. Big mech also going to try and prevent things from being deaded. Stormboys also, well, not auto-reinforcing, but they're getting a good amount of lads in, able to counteract that amount of damage coming in. Pile of guns being taken down there. So no more big shooters, but do they really need any more? They've already got maximum amounts. Also got those power claws on their knob leaders. Imperial Guard being absolutely smashed into 1,000 tiny red smears.
If such is the Emperor's will.
Mech shop coming online, so tier 2 for the Orcs.
We're under fire.
A really stalwart attempt by the Imperial Guard. Certainly understood what they were going for by securing those northern points, but not really doing much to control the centre. They have been taken down, so dear oh dear, but that does confirm that Mad has got their place into the finals, I do believe, double checking my notes. Yes, so they've got a grand total at the moment of 6 victories, so that overshadows Clown Magic's total 5, so they will be able to get in. So will they now be able to deny Mortis Fan Club from being able to get into the finals? Let's have a look in game number 3. Alright, so game 3. Blast Furnace has gone for Meeting of Minds. Nice big map. D-Star has continued to stay with the Orcs. As I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. May as well keep on with this winning faction at the moment. And Blast has gone for Eldar. And Eldar have got lots of options against the Orcs in all Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3. So it's also a nice big map for them to really make advantage of their fleet of foot. So wonderful little choices there. Nice map and faction pairings for both this game and the previous game. Let's see if it can work out better for him. So for the rest of these games, Mortis Fan Club needs to win at least a minimum of 3. So they need to win this one, and at least they either need to win this one and then 2 more in the unification games, of which, of course, will be on Laughing Max's channel just straight after this scheduled broadcast. Or they need to win all 3 in the next one, if those sentences make any sense whatsoever. Like I said, no, for some reason, I don't know if you guys have this. It's not like dyslexia, it's like dyscalculia, where you can't imagine numbers in your brain. And I can't imagine words or numbers in my brain, so I guess I'm a little bit of both. But anyway, we're going to see Dark Reaper opening and triple Guardsmen. Not Guardsmen, Guardians. Aha! And a fleet of foot on the go. Dark Reaper's always a good opening against the Orcs, no matter what they go for. Dark Reapers will be able to take them on. Just depends on how quickly the Orcs tech up and whether they decide to go for some Storm Boys or just go for those big shooters instead. You see the Dark Reapers pushing out, maybe a bit of early aggression on the go. Mad can just kind of chill out at the moment. He doesn't need to really focus too much. Although, then again, I'm not sure at what stage of the tournament these games were played, so not sure if he knows that he's already brought his team ultimate victory into getting to those finals, but from his perspective, he could just dick around, really. He could just do some crazy plays and see what kind of works in a tournament setting. These Dark Reapers will be going up against these Slugger Boys, taking a little bit of damage in the face. Guardian's going to provide some firing support. Big Mech going to teleport smack bang in the middle with some Shooter Boys. But the fleet of foot from these guys will be able to allow them to reposition away from the Orcs as quick as they like. Guardians, in fact double Guardians even, going to come over. Big Mech going to bring in the old double cross guard to scare away these Dark Reapers. Quite low on health at the moment. I'm going to go for their Dark Reaper Exarch, increasing the overall damage from all the models in those units. And a Farseer. Okay, Farseer good for the Mind War against the Big Mech. Able to throw down a guide on the Dark Reapers. Always a good choice when going up against the Orcs. They don't really have that much of a counter against the Farseer, as you can just kind of maneuver around. Very nice little addition. If you've got the micro for it. If anyone's got the micro for it, it is the Blast Furnace. These Slugger Boys over here are going to be taken down. Full squad wipe if he's not too careful. There we go, manages to get one into close combat, but a little bit too little too late, possibly. Ah, there we go, one reinforcement there, it's fine. And just the amount of micro going on here. Farseer going to pop her way over. Throwing down a... Have you... Was that a... Oh, it does not seem as if that Mind War connected. Oh no, there we go. Ah, fair enough. Just maybe a cancellation, but then... Whatever that was, a thing happened. Got lots of explosions. Big Mech being brought down a quarter of his health. Dark Reapers over here engaging in glorious hand-to-hand combat with these Slugger Boys as these Guardians come in for support. Big Mech, bold and brash as you like. Still put straight in the middle. Guide being cast on these Guardians here. He needs to get them out of close combat if they want to benefit from that boon from the Farseer. Slugger Boys not giving up. Trying to avenge their fallen comrades until they then give up and then decide to go for the Farseer instead. Not sure if that's the wisest maneuver. So it does give the Dark Reapers now maximum... Well, sorry, they've got one more guy to add to the squad, but still a lot of boys firing in. Orcs being outnumbered, which is not what they really want. And they always want to have the numerical advantage in the tier 1s. Now the second squad of shooter boys coming in. But Guardians over here, kind of distracting these Slugger Boys, allowing the Dark Reapers to work their magic. Farseer looking very unhealthy at the moment. And we have some... Was that some... there we go, some Storm Boys. So more or less the same opening. All 3 games. And all 3 games it's caused Blast Furnace a little bit of trouble. It will fall back into the base. No listing post being upgraded at the moment. So no additional defensive capabilities. Storm Boys going to find these Dark Reapers. Start smashing them as best they can, but a second squad of Dark Reapers will be coming out. Guardians, full squad, might see... Oh, we're going to see a tier 2 coming for the Eldari. Just a whole smorgasbord of Orcs inside the base now. Stormboy's going to jump on top of these Guardians and Dark Reapers before falling back. There's a lot of firepower from both teams here. Going to require a lot of micro from the Orc player if he wants to take these guys down. Shooter Boys looking to kill that listening shrine. Stormboys over here got the same idea. Guys will be firing at these Shooter Boys with the combined arms. But that's a lot of Guardians. Stranger's not gone for any grenades. That'll be quite a useful thing for them to go for at the moment. Yeah, these Slugger Boys instantly being wiped out more or less. One squad in its entirety. Storm Boys as well, also on the way out. Gonna have to jump back to keep themselves safe. Mind Wall going on that Big Mech. Gonna have to teleport away. And these Shooter Boys... One negative thing about this map is that when you push too far forward, if you are outmaneuvered by movement speed, by the time you get all the way back to your own base, these guys will have done a significant amount of damage to you. So Eldar in hot pursuit, but Big Mech is covering that retreat. Storm Boys now back on like they've got a couple of lads in there. Going to go for a couple more. So Dark Reapers struggling a little bit. Frag grenade going to go down there, but quickly back on their feet. These narrow corridors proving a little bit of a difficulty for the Eldar to maneuver around. Dark Reapers over here with the Farseer. She's been double teamed by a couple of Storm Boys there. A nice spread on these Eldar forces. Also now got a Falcon Grav Tank on the way in. 6 minutes till taking all victory. D-Star. Oh, that's quite an early GG, but I suppose he sees that support portal. And, well, I mean, he's got no options to go against them. I can't remember what the minimap looked like, but don't think that... Well, he spent a lot of money in those tier 1s, so massively behind on tech, I imagine. Probably saw the writing on the wall. And, well, he's only run 1, 2 out of 3, so, like, no need to pressure himself all that much. Okay, well, so that means that with Mortis Fan Club winning 1 and Mad winning 2, like I say, that means that Mad is in the finals, and Mortis now needs to win at least 2 matches in the next 3 games for them to secure their place in the final. So if you want to look in the description below, there will be a link to the Laughing Max's channel where you will be able to witness all 3 games at your leisure. Thank you all for the players for taking part, and thank you all for watching. Mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short. I will see you in a bit. Peace.